Alright guys, William here, back with what will probably be the final episode of the Concrete Genie Let's Play. We're towards the end of the game. We should be almost done, so yeah, let's go.
Take it down and
So last episode I was going through all the final 2s in Survivor history and talking about what the results would be in case there were a final 3, kind of in case, for the sake of a video I do plan on doing in the future for my other channel. So I got through Amazon, right? I finished Amazon, so I guess now Pearl Islands. So Johnny Fairplay gets added to the final 3, and then Andrew Savage gets put on the jury, which that's probably not great for Johnny Fairplay. That Savage is a member of the jury. But let's go through the votes. So okay, we got. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe he does win that. Okay. Shit. Okay, so what's the... Ah, shit, I wanted to. Actually, can we slide down? Nope, we can't. Nope, okay. I just want to see if we can do that. Guess not. Huh.
where are you now?
How do we get across? Oh, we can't cross that. Okay. Now back where we started.
Gotta get her out of there.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so we got the Dara is the first jury vote. I think that's tough. Because Dara is a jury vote that I think could have gone to Johnny Fairplay. I think she said after season that she wouldn't have voted for him, though.
Take it easy.
The sentiment that gets tossed around by a lot of her allies post-season is that Johnny Fairplay would have been the person that they voted for from that Morgan group. So I don't know. I think it's tough. I think for sake of this argument, I'll say she leans towards Sandra, though I could see her as a Fairplay vote. After that, we got, who's 5th place? Burton's a Johnny Fairplay vote.
Can't have gotten too far.
So 1 to 0. We got.
I'm gonna help you.
Wait, what? Oh, that was weird.
Okay, that stung. Gotta keep my distance.
Trying to think, so yeah, so Krista's the next vote. I think that's clear Sandra vote. Tawana, I think, if I were to guess, flips the Johnny Fairplay. I don't think she votes for Lil. Especially if that's the case, then I think Dara votes for Johnny Fairplay. But Rupert votes for Sandra. Rhino, it's tough because, like, it's weird because, like, on the show they portray it as he was like a big like Sandra person, but it's like he's talked about this after season that he would have voted for Johnny Fairplay. So I think that's tough. I mean, really, and then Savage is kind of just a question mark as well because he didn't seem to be a big fan of Johnny Fairplay, but I don't think he ever votes for Will. And then Sandra, he never seemed to be that big of a Sandra fan either. So I think it's tough.
That was not nice.
I can see. I mean, it's really a toss-up.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, it's really a toss-up for who wins that one. It really just comes down to those Morgans. They're deciding both there, so.
Just take it easy.
If you were to put a gun to my head, I would say Johnny Fairplay takes it, but it's definitely not for sure.
You'll be okay now.
And then who's the other one? We got it's now All Stars. All Stars is tough because I've said this in the past. I think if Rob and Jenna Lewis are the final two, I do think Rob wins, but in the final three, it really convolutes things. Because I do think Jenna Lewis wins in a final three, I think, just by thinking of it. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Okay, I haven't really fully thought this out, but I'm pretty sure that's the case, right? I'm just gonna go through. So Rupert, I think Rupert still votes for Boston Rob. I think there was a promise between the two that I think Rupert still sticks by.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Then we got... Well, who gets added to the jury? I just realized. It's Jerry, isn't it?
No sudden moves.
That's interesting, too. Yeah, so... Big Tom votes for Jenna Lewis.
Back to your happy self.
Sheehan votes for Amber, right?
Okay, let's go get these.
So, 1-1-1. We got... Who's in 7th place? Is... Alicia. Alicia votes for Jenna Lewis. So 2-1-1. Got Kathy. Kathy could go Jenna Lewis. But if you were to put a gun to my head, I would say she votes Boston Rob. So that makes it, what, 2-2-1? Lex votes for Jenna Lewis at 3-2-1. So then it comes down to Jerry, and I think Jerry probably votes for Jenna Lewis. With an outside chance of her voting for Amber. I don't think she votes for Boston Rob in any scenario there, though.
All right.
Did they have super paint for some reason?
I can't paint there yet. I need some super paint.
Oh. I guess that's why we need to do this. Or not? Okay, I don't know.
No! Look out!
So, yeah, I do think John Lewis wins that season, but in that scenario, but it's close. So then we got Vanuatu with Scout, Twyla, and Chris, and that adds Rory to the jury. I think Chris still easily wins that. Eliza. I mean, to be honest though, I mean, Eliza and Julie probably are more incentivized to vote for Scout than Twyla, but I do think they both still vote for Chris.
I can't even paint
Especially Julie. I think Julie 100% votes for Chris.
I thought those genies...
Eliza might go Scout, but I do think she probably leans Chris. Amy, I think, votes for... oh, wait, was it? Yeah, I do think Amy votes for Scout. I think Leanne might vote for Scout, though she seemed very bitter in general, so I do think there's a chance she votes for Chris. Either way. And then you got Liam. One, you got Chad. I love what I call him. Sarge and Rory, who all vote for Chris. So, I mean, Chris easily wins that. Like, it's like probably the most lopsided one we've talked about so far. Or what is that? That's a 5 to... Actually, is that 6 to 1? Actually, I think it's a 6 to 1, isn't it? 6 to 1 to 0? With only
Why do they call you Froggy anyway?
Yeah.
I like frogs.
Maybe you could show him how to paint one.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for this game. Again, it's not a game that I particularly love, but it's like... I think considering how small the scale this game is, I do think they do a really good job.
Look at it.
I mean, it's a short game,
We're
though,
all
which
safe
is also
thanks to Ashley.
kind of underwhelming.
I
but-
say we call it a draw. You know, leave the lighthouse to that thing. Who needs this?
No. If we leave now, that darkness will just come back here. And Denska will never be beautiful again. I can't let that happen.
Yeah, file 10 is Tom, Katie,
She's
Ian,
gone
with Bobby
now.
John joining the jury.
That doesn't
Right?
change anything.
So that's
I'm
interesting,
going
too.
back to that lighthouse.
We got Jen. I think Jen probably votes for Ian. I don't know. That one's tough.
Fine.
It's between the two. I do think there's a chance she votes for Ian. Karen votes for Tom. Greg. I do think you vote for Tom. I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough with that. Like, I always found, like, the Tom, Ian, Fall 3 to be very tough to really gauge. Like, I could see Greg voting for Ian. But, yeah. And then... But I do think there's still a chance that they vote for Todd. So, I mean, like... Tom. So I think 3... It's either 3-0 or 2-1. Then Stephanie, I think, is a vote for Tom. Pretty clearly a vote for Tom. I think Janu is a vote for Tom? I'm not sure, actually. I don't remember, actually, anymore.
All my paintings. Ruined.
But then we got Kobe is a probably vote for Ian.
What's happened to the lighthouse?
Then I think Bobby John's like a very easy vote for Tom. I think Tom probably squeaks that one out. I mean, he either squeaks it out 4-3 or if he outright wins 6-1. But either way, like I think Kobe's the only lock. Well, even then, Kobe's not even a lock vote for Ian though. It's more so just a vote lock to be against Tom.
How am I gonna get over this?
Like he could still vote for Katie. Well.
Need a lift?
Anyway, so final 11, Danny Boatwright, Stephanie Rafe. I mean, Danny still wins. Adding Brandon to the jury even cements that even more. I think we don't even need to really go through jury votes, but Lydia votes for Danny still. Cindy votes for Danny. Judd votes for Danny. I mean, is it unanimous? I think it's unanimous. I didn't realize that until now, yeah, because Gary, Jamie, yeah, it's unanimous. Danny wins 7-0 in that scenario. Because the only votes that Rafe or Stephanie were getting against Danny were each other.
They look like spaghetti too. Thin spaghetti.
Shut up. Come on, guys.
And then what do we got? We got
wait.
season 12 panel.
Found these on the
So
way.
it becomes Terry,
you
Aris,
might want 'em
and
back.
Danielle. I think Terry should win that easily.
Thanks.
We had Nick to the jury. I mean, I think Terry wins that easily too. I think just we'll run through it, but it's like it should be easy. There we go, chapter 6, the finale.
Gotta be around here somewhere.
Oh fuck off! We still have to light up the shit.
Ooh, that's nice.
Hey, this would be a good spot for some cake. Whoa, nice job.
Ash, there's a bright spot right here.
Yeah, so we got Suri, who I think is a vote for Aris. We got Shane, who I think is an easy vote for Terry. Where? Oh, there.
Good job, Ash.
There we go. So, yeah, Courtney, I think is a vote for Terry. So 2-1-0. I think Bruce is a vote for Terry. 3-1-0. Sally, yeah.
That
So I
did
mean, it's really
Let's head in.
6-1-0. If Ars is, Suri's the only vote for Ars.
Of course, Froggy.
Then we got Micronesia, where I'm not gonna add a jury member because the jury was fucked anyway. But again, like just the scenario that was supposed to happen was Suri, Poverty, Amanda. That scenario it supposedly comes down to 3-2-2 with Suri winning, but that's a very close final three.
They can't hurt you.
And even then, there's a chance that Jason flips to Suri.
Nothing to worry about. I think.
So that's just kind of an all over there.
What are these things?
Final three.
They're beautiful.
I wouldn't touch it.
Zach's right. Play it safe.
Then we got Token Chains, where I think JT still wins. Obviously, JT, Steve, and Aaron added Joe to the jury. I think it becomes interesting. I mean,
Hey, looks like it opens up.
it's still probably unanimous, though. I could
too
see
far.
Joe voting for
How am I gonna get
Aaron.
across?
Ramp.
What do you... Oh, I get it.
Maybe in that scenario, Steven's jury speech doesn't suck as bad, and
Yuck, I hate getting wet.
he can get the vote of Wait,
Dude, skate across that bad boy.
how do you skate again? What button was it to skate?
Probably should have learned how
There
to
we go.
swim.
Sorry. It's L2. There we go.
You guys, I need to keep going.
We'll try to find another way around.
Be careful!
Get.
Probably should have learned how to swim.
Probably. Along with probably learning some other lines too. Shit.
Oh, yuck, I hate getting wet.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty easy, and then Tony Lucas is also kind of boring. Where I mean it's gonna be Tony winning that, even if you add. I don't think you have to add someone to the jury. Do you?
Watch.
Yeah, because it's
Swoosh.
file 3 with 8-person juries, so it works anyway.
Hang on. I'm coming. Where'd you go?
Damn it. I mean, we can go through the votes, but it should be easy. Spencer votes for Tony. Trish votes for Tony. Who's 6? Tasha votes for Lou still.
That stuff done to you. Gotta keep moving. Gotta dodge those. Go Ash! We made it! I'm kinda busy here, guys.
Yeah, we noticed.
Or
Yeah!
is Jeffra still votes? Actually, no. Jeffra might vote for Cass in that scenario, actually. Yeah, actually, no, I think Jeffra probably votes for Cass. There's a chance that she votes for, and that LJ votes for Cass. I do think LJ still votes for Tony. There's at least a chance there, especially if Tony fucks up his jury speech, especially does.
Going around.
Jeremiah, I think, is a locked vote for Tony in that scenario. This is Jeremy.
Gotta move fast.
It's Jeremiah. Yo, Jeremy.
Can't take too many of those. He's playing for keeps. Just relax. Oh no!
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I just did the same thing again.
Oh, okay. Nice and slow.
There we go. That might be the end of the game. I think it is. I mean, if this is the final boss, then it definitely is. Yeah, so Final 9, LJ, Fountain, Morgan. Morgan still votes for Tony. Sarah still votes for Tony. And then, oh fuck, we're not done. Frame rate just really dropped. And then, yeah, I mean, there's no point adding another jury member, but even if they did, that shouldn't change anything.
Luna! I thought...
So we're done. So I guess tomorrow morning we'll go ahead and start God of War. I just realized I'm still not ruling out tonight we start God of War. I probably won't though. But
Who's your new
still,
friend?
whatever.
Guys, this is Luna. She's the reason for the brush, the artwork, the genies.
Are they going to show more Last of Us Part 2 gameplay on Wednesday? That should be fun.
Seems like she thinks it's you, Ash. Anyway, nice to meet you, Luna. I guess you're the one Ash promised he'd clean up Denska. Well, I wish you could have seen it. Those paintings of his were...
Luna! Gotta keep that darkness away from Luna.
I also have to do these. I can't see what that is. Ah, fuck. If it wasn't for these things glowing, I would have no clue what the fuck that is. Fuck. Butterfly. Fuck, where is it? Shit.
Super paint's charged.
How would she use it? Oh wait, do we just continue paying? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I wasn't even realizing that. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? Well, I don't get is why this game require VR at all? Like, what about this game required VR? Like, why was this made as a VR game? Yeah, the sequester winners at war should be a lot of fun. It's a shame they couldn't get Kellen, but they got every other winner.
Whoa.
So literally 20
What he said.
winners. It's amazing they got 20 out of 20 too. The fact that literally everybody said
wouldn't
yes is amazing.
That's actually kind of cool.
Oh man, I just realized there's
So some
6 of
fun
us
names
now.
of one.
So?
And then you got
So we can finally have an
like
even
Mary
bigger
Peyton.
basketball.
I mean, you got some like sequester alumni. You got
Yeah.
Mary Peyton, Kim,
I wouldn't blame you
Cameron.
if you never wanted to see us again, but after all we just been through,
Is that all of
I don't
the-
know. What do you say,
wait.
Ash?
Then you got
Maybe up for a little
Amon and
round 3?
Puya from RGP. You got Alex
I think
Willett
he'd rather
from the
be
Big Brother
Jack.
one. You got some fun characters from the just the sequester side of things, like Dash and Johnny was pretty fun in the recent one, and you got Muna and Sharifa is
Maybe
fine as a character. Some of these people, Louis, I saw some of his game. He was really openly strategic, so he should be playing pretty hard. Yeah, it should be fun. Really excited for it. Beth, it's a pretty big name within the community as well, so yeah. Alright, looks like that's the end of the game. So there we go, we finished Concrete Jungle. Or Concrete Jungle. Concrete Genie. Which is kind of funny that that I've now finished the game 3 months after I originally played it. Yet the video that I made where I talk about me not finishing it still hasn't come out. But that's what you can do. Oh yeah, it's almost a 7-year. Actually, I didn't even fucking think of that. When the fuck's the anniversary of The Last of Us? Is my video coinciding with the anniversary? I just realized that. I didn't even think about that. But I think it might actually be close, right? Because, like, I believe The Last of Us came out early June. Right? June 14th, So it's a little bit off, but what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna keep it where it's at. I mean, I want it to be 2 weeks before the release of part 2. There we go. We're done. We're done this shit. Actually, to be honest, I gotta say, I enjoyed myself playing this. Like, it was fine. Like, I mean, it's not a masterpiece by any means. I mean, I still say, like, if I were to put it on my game ranking for 2019, it's still probably below Shenmue 3, above One Piece World Seeker. Again, it's not a bad game. Like, for what it is, I think it does what it tries to do very well. It's just what it tries to do isn't something that's like something I'm particularly super invested in, but I mean, it's fine. But this will eventually be on my PS4 ranking video, and on that list, yeah, I mean, I put it earlier today above Tearaway Unfolded, below Little Big Planet 3. I think that's probably still where it lands. I think there's a debate for it being better than Little Big Planet 3. It's there. It's kind of funny. I think it might be higher. To be honest, I really liked how they structured the game. Well, then again, I really liked how they structured Little Big Planet 3 also, though. Well, I feel like narratively, this game is more impressive. Not that it has like some mind-blowing narrative by any means, but I mean, I think it definitely tries to do more, and I think succeeds at more. So I think it might move above a little bit Land 3. So it's actually, I think it's middle of the pack right now. Maybe one spot away from the middle. That's pretty good for this game, considering what it is. Can we not skip this? We can't. Oh, maybe we can. I still have Horizon as my top one. Yeah, that's why I wanted to replay God of War. Was yeah, I'm still debating over whether or not I want to replay Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. So I have thought about that. Because we'll be doing God of War. After that, we'll be doing Days Gone. And then that should be it outside of Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. Though, as I said, I might replay the Uncharted games. Does Spider-Man move up? I just realized that. I need to readjust. I don't think so, right? I mean, like, is it better or worse than Death Stranding? I think that's really the big question. Because I don't think it's better than Uncharted Lost Legacy. I feel like Uncharted Lost Legacy succeeds at so much more of what it's trying to do than Spider-Man does. I feel like Spider-Man gets very repetitive, and while I think it's a game that I'll probably replay more than Uncharted. Actually, will it though? I don't know. Like, I mean, I think you have to give Spider-Man credit for the fact that I felt incentivized to 100% it. Then 100%ing it was a fucking pain. So I don't know. I could see a debate for it being above Death Stranding. I feel like Death Stranding is like leaps and bounds better narratively, but the problem is I really just don't see myself playing Death Stranding ever again, unless it's like for a video. Like I don't feel like Death Stranding is the type of game that I could ever see myself playing for fun. Well, I feel like Spider-Man is, even though Spider-Man gets really repetitive. So I think I am gonna move Spider-Man up a spot. But I think it ends there, though. I don't think it's above Uncharted Lost Legacy. I don't think it's above Detroit, above Uncharted 4, God of War, Horizon. I am thinking about replaying at least Uncharted 4. Yeah, I think I will, actually. Actually, to be honest, yeah, playing Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy probably isn't the worst thing to do either, especially if we're gonna do it before Last of Us comes out, Last of Us Part 2. Considering that's obviously Naughty Dog's last 2 games at this point. We'll see. We'll see if we have time for it. God of War is the priority, though. We need to finish God of War first. But if we have time, we might do that. But that's it. We're done. That's it for this shit. Thank you for watching.